People familiar with the matter saying that the White House Chief of Staff, Rahm Emanuel, will step down, and the reporting is now that he will seek to become the mayor of Chicago.
That's right. This follows on the heels of us learning that Larry Summers would be departing the National Economic Council before the end of the year, and that Herb Allison at Treasury this morning was also departing. So a number of departures now being announced from, or being told about to us from people familiar with the situation inside the White House. And they're talking to Julianna Goldman.
That's right. They are. She's been working the phones, and she joins us once again. Julianna, what can you tell us?
Well, essentially, right, what we're saying is that Rahm Emanuel, a person who's close to Emanuel, has cautioned in some ways that he has not made his final decision. He hasn't handed any resignation papers yet to the president, but 99% sure that he's going to run for Chicago mayor. And if and when, which he's likely to do, make that decision, he's going to be leaving before the November midterm elections. Now, there are a couple of reasons why. Number one, because he needs to be able to devote his full time and energy to this race, and also because he needs to be able to leave the White House and the president with enough time to be able to name his successor.
Julianna, as far as Mr. Emanuel's influence on the Obama White House, we all know that he had the president's ear, that he was perhaps, other than the vice president and maybe the first lady, the president's confidant. How much influence did he have?
Oh, I mean, he has a tremendous amount of influence, and that's one of the reasons that the president picked him initially, is because of his experience in Congress, his experience running the DCCC. This is one of the power centers in Washington. Rahm Emanuel is, but even if you look at some of the major accomplishments, healthcare, stimulus, I mean, these are all things that were spearheaded by Rahm Emanuel. So it is going to be a major loss for this president, especially when you take into account the rest of the turnover that we're seeing with Larry Summers, Peter Orszag, Christina Romer, and it also leaves open that there could be more departures come November. You know, we don't expect that this is going to be the end of people leaving the White House.